For 27 years, Eamonn Holmes and Ruth Langsford seemed like the ultimate power couple, perfect both on and off screen. But behind the laughter and shared success, whispers of trouble persisted, rumors too shocking to believe at first. Now, after years of speculation, Holmes has broken his silence, confirming the truth about their relationship, health struggles, and a secret that may have changed everything. What really happened behind closed doors? Let's find out. But before diving into these revelations, we need to first look at their relationship to understand why Eamonn Holmes decided to speak out. Eamonn Holmes and Ruth Langsford's relationship began quietly in 1997, introduced by mutual friend and television presenter Sally Mean. Holmes had recently separated from his first wife and chose to keep their budding romance private out of respect for his family. Langsford, struck by Holmes's dedication to his children, found herself drawn to his integrity. Their relationship grew naturally, and after 2 years they felt ready to go public. In 2002, their bond deepened further when they welcomed their son, Jack. Langsford has often shared the touching story of discovering her pregnancy the day before her godson's christening. Holmes was away, so she confided first in her best friend Sam, making the moment all the more special. It became one of those small but profound memories that summed up the intimacy of their partnership. By 2006, after nearly a decade together, Holmes and Langsford became co-hosts of the Friday edition of This Morning, a role that cemented their professional partnership. For Langsford, who had joined the show in 1999 and remains its longest-serving host, this new collaboration with Holmes brought both opportunities and challenges. She has often spoken candidly about the balancing act of working alongside her spouse, admitting that while disagreements were inevitable, their mutual respect allowed them to overcome such hurdles. Their professional synergy extended beyond This Morning. Together, they co-hosted numerous shows, including ITV's Gift Wrapped, Channel 5's How the Other Half Lives, and Channel 4's Lose a Stone in 4 Weeks. They even fronted their own programs, such as Eamonn and Ruth's 7-year Itch and Do the Right Thing. Reflecting on their enduring presence on screen, Holmes quipped that retiring wasn't an option. Viewers, he joked, wouldn't know what to do without them. In 2010, after 13 years together and 5 years after Holmes finalized his divorce, the couple married in an elegant ceremony at Elvetham Hall in Hampshire. They later settled into a luxurious 6-bedroom home in Weybridge, Surrey, a testament to their years of hard work and success. Langsford's appearance on Strictly Come Dancing in 2017 offered another glimpse into their dynamic. She praised Holmes for his patience and steady support during her demanding schedule, emphasizing how well they understood each other. Their bond, she said, was built on mutual respect, a sentiment that carried them through both personal and professional challenges. However, their journey wasn't without its setbacks. In November 2020, Holmes and Langsford were abruptly removed from their long-standing roles on This Morning. The decision sparked public outcry, with Holmes later revealing that ITV had given no prior warning. He speculated that the dismissal stemmed from a controversial on-air comment he made about a supposed link between 5G technology and the coronavirus pandemic. Ofcom, the UK's media regulator, received numerous complaints following Holmes's remarks, deeming them ill-judged and lacking scientific basis. Though Holmes clarified his intent, stating he was merely encouraging critical thinking rather than endorsing conspiracy theories, the backlash was swift. Ofcom issued a warning to ITV, emphasizing the importance of responsible broadcasting. Holmes, however, remains unapologetic, standing by his belief in questioning mainstream narratives. He has since expressed frustration over his dismissal, calling it politically motivated and claiming ITV used the controversy as a pretext to remove him. Despite the fallout, Holmes quickly found a new platform with GB News, where he now hosts a breakfast show. Yet behind the scenes, the couple's relationship was beginning to show cracks. On May 25, 2024, after 14 years of marriage, Holmes and Langsford announced their separation. A spokesperson confirmed the decision to divorce, citing diverging career paths as the primary reason. While the end of their marriage marked the close of an era, both expressed a desire to remain friends. Reports suggest that their departure from This Morning accelerated the breakdown of their relationship. Holmes's growing animosity toward former colleague Philip Schofield, coupled with his bitterness over being fired, reportedly created tension within their home. Langsford, who continued her role on ITV's Loose Women, found herself in a difficult position, torn between loyalty to her husband and her professional commitments. The feud between Holmes and Schofield had deep roots, dating back to a 2019 incident on This Morning. During a live broadcast, Schofield abruptly cut Langsford off mid-sentence, an act she later filed a formal complaint about. This public relations slightly strained relations further, with Holmes becoming increasingly vocal in his criticism of Schofield over the years. Holmes's outspoken nature, while a defining aspect of his personality, also contributed to his marital struggles. Sources close to the couple suggest that his public criticism of Schofield and ITV added strain to an already challenging period. Despite this, Holmes remains unrepentant. He has no regrets about his actions, believing he was simply standing up for himself and his values. Today, Holmes continues to address his grievances publicly, including Schofield's attempts at a career comeback. Their feud is now regarded as one of the most bitter in British television, with little hope for reconciliation. As for Holmes and Langsford, the reasons behind their split are complex. Their demanding work schedules and living in different places put a strain on their relationship. In the end, unresolved issues may have been the main reason they decided to go their separate ways. Some believe it could also be because she found out that Eamonn might not have much time left. Eamonn Holmes, a beloved TV personality known for his warmth and wit, has faced a series of health challenges in recent years that have tested both his physical endurance and emotional resilience. These struggles have not only impacted his professional life, but have deeply affected his personal life, mobility, and independence, a reality he has spoken about with raw honesty. For decades, Eamonn endured chronic pain in his hips, legs, and back. The pain often left him sleepless, unable to perform everyday activities, and even affected his ability to drive. Despite living with such severe discomfort, he delayed getting the hip replacement surgery he desperately needed for over 30 years. By the time he finally underwent a double hip replacement at the age of 55, the damage had been done. The surgery was a success, improving his mobility and overall quality of life, but Eamonn was candid in admitting his regret for waiting so long, calling it the worst decision of his life. But his health challenges didn't stop there. In 2018, Eamonn faced another frightening ordeal when he contracted shingles, a viral infection that caused an intensely painful rash and left his face temporarily disfigured. He described his appearance as resembling someone who had been struck with a baseball bat. The condition was especially dangerous because it affected the area around his eyes, threatening his vision. Eamonn believes the stress of a taxing legal dispute with HMRC related to his role on This Morning may have triggered the outbreak. Thankfully, he recovered without any permanent eye damage, but the experience left him shaken. In 2021, Eamonn began experiencing severe back pain that dramatically worsened his quality of life. Tasks as simple as getting in and out of bed or a car became excruciating. An MRI scan revealed the root of the problem: 3 slipped discs in his spine, which also affected the movement in his right leg. Despite undergoing epidural injections to manage the pain, the relief was short-lived, and he increasingly relied on a walking stick. By May of the following year, his condition had deteriorated further. While hosting an event in Belfast for his friend Gloria Hunniford, Eamonn encountered complications, including bladder and bowel issues. He was hospitalized for 9 days, during which doctors deemed surgery too risky. Upon being discharged, his struggles intensified when his left leg began showing the same troubling symptoms as his right. In a surprising twist, help came from an unexpected source. Joe O'Mara of S Club 7, who had dealt with similar spinal problems, recommended a German surgeon who had helped her recover. Encouraged by her success, Eamonn reached out to the specialist and underwent surgery in September 2022. While the procedure brought significant relief from his back pain, it also introduced a new problem: instability in his left leg. This instability led to a series of devastating falls. The most serious incident occurred on October 11, 2022, when Eamonn fell down 18 stairs in his Surrey home. The fall resulted in a broken shoulder and severe bleeding, leaving him further incapacitated. His injuries required 6 weeks of intensive rehabilitation at a specialized center, but the timing of the accident was especially painful. Eamonn's mobility issues prevented him from attending his mother's funeral. As an Irish Catholic, missing the opportunity to carry her coffin was a deeply emotional and heartbreaking experience. Determined to reclaim his life, Eamonn has thrown himself into an exhaustive recovery process. His regimen includes daily physiotherapy, targeted back stretches, and even ice-cold showers to build resilience. Despite his efforts, progress has been slow, and he's had to rely on various mobility aids, including walking sticks, a wheelchair, and even a mobility scooter while vacationing in the U.S. Recent photographs show him working with a physiotherapist in London, a reminder of his unrelenting determination to walk unaided once more. However, Eamonn has openly acknowledged the grim possibility that he may never regain full independence. The reality of his situation has been a sobering one, and his candidness has offered a window into the struggles faced by those living with chronic pain and mobility issues. In 2022, Ruth Langsford, then his wife and co-presenter, candidly spoke about the strain Eamonn's health struggles had placed on their marriage and family life. With her characteristic honesty, she detailed the challenges of navigating an uncertain future while supporting a loved one through a difficult recovery. Speculation has since arisen, suggesting these challenges may have played a significant role in the eventual end of their marriage. For over 15 years, Eamonn Holmes and Ruth Langsford were one of British television's most beloved couples. Their dynamic partnership on This Morning endeared them to millions of viewers. With their natural chemistry and warm banter, they seemed inseparable, both on and off screen. It was this enduring connection that made the news of their divorce so shocking to fans who had followed their journey together. The announcement came as a surprise earlier this year, marking the end of their 14-year marriage. While the couple received an outpouring of support from fans, reports soon emerged suggesting that Ruth had initiated the divorce due to the strain of caring for Eamonn during his ongoing health struggles. This revelation led to a divided response from the public. Some sympathized with Ruth, acknowledging the challenges of caregiving, while others felt for Eamonn and his battle with mobility issues. Recently, Eamonn was seen publicly with his new girlfriend, Katie Alexander, a woman 22 years his junior. The couple was photographed enjoying a romantic getaway in Spain, visiting Barcelona and Ibiza, where Eamonn, using an electric wheelchair, appeared frail but happy. The pair were spotted shopping, dining with friends, and sharing affectionate moments, including one where Eamonn placed a hand on Katie's lower back. The sight of the former TV presenter embracing life with his new partner has stirred mixed reactions, with many wondering how this might affect his already strained relationship with Ruth. Ruth, for her part, has handled the separation with remarkable composure, choosing to remain silent about Eamonn's actions and public displays with Katie. However, she did make headlines for a cheeky act of revenge. When Eamonn requested access to their former home to collect some belongings for an upcoming Mediterranean cruise with Katie, Ruth agreed. But in a move that left many amused, she discreetly removed the 2,000-pound stair lift that Eamonn had installed in 2022 to aid his mobility. It's easy to imagine Eamonn's frustration when he arrived at the house only to discover that the stair lift was gone. What was likely meant to be a simple visit turned into a far more challenging ordeal. While some might see Ruth's actions as petty, her friends found the gesture humorous. noting that it was a light-hearted reminder of Ruth's sharp wit. Eamonn, it seems, had underestimated her ability to have the last laugh. This small prank aside, the divorce proceedings between Eamonn and Ruth are shaping up to be far from amicable. Ruth has hired Catherine Costley, one of the UK's top divorce lawyers known for her aggressive representation in high-profile cases. Costley, who trained under Fiona Shackleton, is a seasoned legal expert and an Ironman competitor, known for her competitive spirit both in court and in life. Her involvement suggests Ruth is prepared to fight for a favorable settlement, leaving little room for compromise. In contrast to Ruth's reserved approach, Eamonn and Katie have not shied away from the public eye. Their relationship, which reportedly dates back more than a decade, has sparked speculation and raised questions about the timeline of their romance. While it was initially believed that the two met through social media in 2015, recent reports suggest their connection began 3 years earlier, in 2012, during Katie's marriage to her ex-husband, George Alexander. According to George, Katie's interactions with Eamonn started innocently enough, with flirtatious exchanges on social media. George even joked about her fangirling over Eamonn. Over time, the conversations became more frequent, leading to a friendship that persisted for years. While there is no evidence to suggest that Katie and Eamonn were romantically involved during her marriage, reports indicate that Eamonn began showering Katie with lavish gifts in the year leading up to his separation from Ruth. These included concert tickets, family vacations, and other thoughtful gestures. Since the news of their relationship became public, Eamonn and Katie have been spotted together on numerous occasions. In August, they visited Eamonn's hometown of Belfast, dining at the same restaurant for 4 consecutive days. More recently, they attended a friend's wedding in Essex, looking happy and relaxed as they posed for photos with the bride, TV presenter Hayley Sparks. Katie wore a sleek black gown, while Eamonn looked dapper in a blue suit. Their relationship seems to be moving quickly, with reports suggesting the couple is searching for a home together. Despite the 22-year age gap, Katie appears committed to their future, referring to Eamonn as her soulmate. Those close to the couple say Katie has a history of dating older men, including her previous relationship with a man 40 years her senior, with whom she shares a son. Meanwhile, Ruth's legal team is meticulously piecing together a timeline of Eamonn and Katie's relationship, leaving no stone unturned. Sources close to Ruth say they are gathering evidence to determine whether Eamonn's connection with Katie began earlier than he claims. This includes interviewing people within their social circles, and even Katie's ex-husband, George. Eamonn and Katie, however, have consistently maintained that their relationship only became romantic after their previous relationships ended. To address lingering doubts, they've reportedly reached out to their ex-partners to clarify the nature of their past interactions, emphasizing that their online exchanges were purely platonic at the time. The couple recently made their first official public appearance together at the Irish Post Awards. While they've been seen together informally in the past, this marked the first time they attended an event as a couple. Dressed elegantly for the evening, they were inseparable throughout the night, though Eamonn reportedly requested that photographers avoid taking pictures of them seated together at their table, indicating a preference for some privacy despite the public setting. In the midst of all this, Ruth has remained focused on her own journey. Once comparing her relationship with Eamonn to that of Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor, she acknowledged the ups and downs they faced over the years. However, it's clear their story won't have the same Hollywood ending. Earlier this year, Eamonn admitted that he wasn't doing well and described the situation as challenging. For now, he seems to have found solace in Katie, a counselor known for her empathetic nature. Katie's support appears to have given Eamonn a fresh start, while Ruth, with her characteristic grace, continues to navigate the complexities of their separation. Just a few months ago, Ruth responded to a fan's question about her wedding ring, stating that she was still married. But with recent developments, including Eamonn's increasing public appearances with Katie and Ruth's determination to secure a favorable outcome through her formidable legal team. It seems that this chapter may soon come to an official end. Eamonn Holmes recently found himself in a fiery on-air debate with his co-host Isabel Webster during the GB News Breakfast Show. The tension stemmed from a discussion about comments made by journalist L. John Werheim regarding tennis star Barbara Krejcikova's appearance, specifically focusing on her forehead. Although Eamonn and Isabel usually maintain a friendly rapport, this conversation struck a nerve, leading to a rare clash between the two. The exchange began when contributor Paul Coit brought up Wertheim's remarks. Isabel was quick to denounce the journalist's comments as unnecessarily harsh and unprofessional. Eamonn, attempting to diffuse the moment with humor, joked that Isabel's strong reaction might stem from her sensitivities about appearance. The joke backfired, igniting a pointed response from Isabel, who passionately argued against the unfair scrutiny women often face in the public eye. She emphasized how such criticism reflects broader double standards, resonating with viewers who supported her stance. Eamonn, however, pushed back, arguing that commentary on appearance isn't limited to women and often extends to men as well. He quipped that if he ever played professional tennis, his own appearance would undoubtedly become a target. While his remarks were meant to lighten the mood, many viewers sided with Isabel, criticizing Wertheim's comments as unnecessary and hurtful. It was later revealed that Wertheim had made the remarks off-air during a Tennis Channel broadcast, unaware that his microphone was still on. The incident quickly gained traction, with Barbara Krejcikova herself addressing the issue on social media. The 28-year-old tennis star expressed her disappointment over Wertheim's focus on her appearance rather than her performance on the court. In a heartfelt statement, Krejcikova stressed the importance of professionalism and respect in sports media, urging commentators to prioritize athletes' achievements over superficial observations. She pointed out that this was not an isolated incident, but part of a broader pattern of unprofessional behavior in sports commentary, one that undermines the dedication and hard work of athletes. Krejcikova made it clear that such distractions take away from the true spirit of sports, which should celebrate perseverance and excellence. Despite her frustration, she reaffirmed her love for tennis and her hope that the sport could be represented in a way that honors the athletes who give their all. In response to the growing backlash, Tennis Channel took decisive action, suspending John Wertheim indefinitely.